This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to join the Savage, Alen Babic here in London. Alen, first and foremost, how are you?
Very good, thank you for having me. And 2 days till fight or 3 days till fight, so the nerves kick in and stuff. It's fight mode, full fight mode.
Alen, the nerves kick in because you don't come across as somebody who gets nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. It's not nervous, not bad. But of course, when you have a fight, you're gonna start thinking about stuff, about everything, So it's all mixed up in my head right now, and that's the way it is. A few days before the fight, and I love it. That's the part of the stress that you gotta go through.
We know we expect to see the Savage come out at some point. I expect to see him tomorrow at a press conference and moving forwards throughout the week. But when does that mindset and mentality come into play for you, Alen? It's fight week now. Is it when you was travelling over, it's Savage mode, you became the Savage? Or is it just before then? Is it closer towards fight night? When does the Savage come out?
Well, it's every time is different. I just try to pinpoint the exact time. Every time is different. Now I feel him a lot earlier since Monday. Sometimes like last fight, I didn't feel him since last day, and it really is like that. So I'm just relaxed, and then last day it hits me. So it's better if it hit me Monday, then I have the time to adjust. So it came early this fight. It's going to be a good fight.
Do you feel that it's come a little bit early then, knowing that Eric Molina today on paper is the toughest test you've had so far?
Well, I don't think he's the toughest chest. It's not because of that. It's because of whole things with Alen Babic, the fallout, not fighting. So a lot of it fell on my shoulders as co-main event, and I feel the pressure. I want to perform. I want to give the people what they want, So that's why I needed Savage a little earlier to get the attention.
We had the open workout earlier, Alen. Did you watch Eric Molina? Did you think anything of seeing him in the ring?
No, it's just all the same. I see him fighting. He was a good fighter some days. I think he's not a good fighter anymore because he just doesn't have that grind in himself. Maybe I will not have that in 5, 10, 15 years. I don't know, but I'm just so hungry and I want it much more than he does. The only thing he has is experience, but that only worth as much. It doesn't worth much when you go against the Savage because I don't respect it. I don't value it, I don't take it into consideration. It's different,
Alen, Eric speaks as if he's supremely confident of being successful on Saturday night. I know you've had that with every opponent so far. They speak as if they're confident they will overcome you, and then fight night comes and they might not deliver the type of performance which the past conversations and talk would have made you expect. Do you expect Eric Molina to provide any different kind of outlook in the fight and to approach it in a different or more aggressive manner?
Well, there's nothing he can do really. That's why the boxing is beautiful. And he talks shit, but he talked like that against Fabio Worley, and he did nothing. Fabio gave him way too much respect. For 5 rounds, give him any chance to knock him out. For Molina to knock him out, and he did nothing. So he just shut up. I'm not going to do nothing. And he was after that fight, he lost by KO to a young fighter, and he was out there drinking, celebrating, like he was in a good mood. So I really don't understand his mindset. First of all, you tell you're gonna kill someone, then you get knocked the fuck out, and then you drink and stuff and be happy. I don't understand it. So I think we're on different levels right now. I think Molina was good somewhere. He was a 2-time world title challenger. I think he did have that grind. He did have all of that, but I think it's long gone.
Alen, for you on Saturday night, we know what to expect when you're in the ring. You're action-packed excitement, you come forward, you're aggressive, and you get the fans off the seat. They look forward to watching you. But do you have an idea in mind as to how you want this fight to play? Do you want an early stoppage? Do you want it to go on a little bit to get just a few rounds under your belt? How do you want the fight to play out?
Well, I always say I don't want nothing. I just do what I do. And the fight plays itself out. It can be first round knockout. I'm going for that, but it can be 8-round victory in points. It's all up to him. I always do the same. I always perform. I'm going to throw 100 punches every round like I did my last fight. My last fight I wasn't even ready. I'm much more ready now. So I always do the same, and I don't care about the outcome. I really don't. I had 8 fights, all stoppages inside 3 rounds, except for the last one, it was 5 rounds. So I've done my proving. I proved everybody I can knock out anybody. I knock out guys 30 kilos heavier than me on a regular basis. So I have nothing to prove, and I have no weight on my shoulder to finish it close, to finish it soon. But if the fights play itself that way, it's gonna be in very, very quickly. If he's not ready, it's gonna be over very quickly.
Alen, Eric is very much coming towards the end of his career, but as you say, he's previously challenged for world titles. Because of your style and because of how you approach fighting, do you think that will not necessarily just be too much for Eric, but it will make the occasion get on top of him a bit more and he won't be able to handle that, and it will play even more so into your hands?
Well, of course, I am playing on that card because nobody can take my kind of pressure. So let alone Eric, who is not in his prime. He didn't train for this fight, I think, 2 weeks. You don't get ready in 2 weeks for the Savage. It's just stupid. It's pure stupidity. And I think it's very stupid, but I like that he's talking the shit he's talking because it gets me fired up, But I see it as he has no chance whatsoever. That's really how I see it. That's how I saw it before when he fought Hrgovic. I saw he's nothing. He was falling on the floor. He's always complaining about back slapping, about rapid punching, about just full of complaints. And I think he's well past his due, and I'm gonna prove that, and maybe even finish his career.
And as you say there, he's past his best. But for you now, Saturday night goes to plan. You're successful. You get another victory. You get a win by stoppage, as you say here. What is next? Who are you looking at as a next opponent, and somebody who you can't turn around and say is maybe towards the end of their career?
Well, I would like the fight against Sir Dave over Allen's. That Dave Allen, he said he wanted to fight me. He write me messages, let's go, let's fight. So I know he's up to it, I'm up to it, and ever since I got into the boxing ring, they keep telling you about some Dave Allen, and I was a fan of his. I started seeing what the man is doing even before I was pro boxer. So I would really like that fight, and by the end of this year, it's like 1.5 months, 2 months. So let's make it. I'm all in for it. I just need a couple of weeks of break, and then I go into sparring camp again. And I spar, and I would like Dave Allen, I would like Oscar Rivas and Bridgeweights. That's 2 possible fights that I'm going for next.
We'll come on to Oscar Rivas shortly, but as you mentioned, Dave, Matchroom got the December 18th show, Parker Chisora 2, and Eddie said to me earlier he's going to put another show on December 11th. If a deal could be agreed for yourself and Dave or somebody else, what would be preferable, December 11th or December 18th?
Well, let's do it 18th. No problem, but I need as much possible rest I can get. So 1 week, it's a lot, because I need about 2 weeks to heal fully, and then I'm going to training, so I need 3 weeks of rest after the fight, and then I need maybe 10 days to get back on track, and that's it. December 17th, what did you say? I mean for the Allen fight, I'm looking past Molina because I don't really care about this fight. But listen, it is my biggest fight yet, like you said. But I want to be moved much faster than I am. I am moving fast. I want to be twice as fast. I want the big guns. I really want the big guns. And after I defeat the Molina, they're gonna say he's old and stuff like that. So I want to deprive them of all stuff. I want to show them who I am. So I can't really show that on Molina because he's gonna fall under pressure. It's like 99%.
You mentioned Oscar Rivas as well. Obviously, he's now the Bridgerweight champion. Did you watch his fight? Did you watch him pick up that world title?
I never watch the fights of someone who wanna fight. I watch Dave Allen's fights because I like him, but I never watch the other guys' fights. I don't care really. I really don't. I want what he's have. This Bridgerweight crown. I'm number 5 at Bridgerweight, so I'm very highly ranked. So I want what he have. I don't want him. I don't look at him as a fighter. I don't look at him as some Colombian destroyer. What he is, I don't know. I don't even know in which country he lives. So I don't care about Oscar Rivas. I want what he has.
Moving forwards, I also want to get your kind of take on the Otto Wallin situation, because I spoke to Eddie about it earlier, and he said he suggested you as a potential opponent to face Otto because of Dillian pulling out of that fight. Would you have been, I know you would have been happy to step in, but how confident are you that if you had stepped in with Otto on short notice, you would have overcome him?
Yeah, I'm very confident. You know, I was he asked me about it, Eddie Hearn and my team, and I said yes right away. And they were like, it's a 10 round, 10 round. I don't know how many. I said, make it a 15 round. You know, let's go old school. You know, I would like a 15 round bout with Otto Wallin. So I just again Otto Wallin. I have no interest in fighting him. I don't think he has personality something, but he has something that I want. That's world recognition for like top 10 fighter. So whoever can give me what I want, I'm gonna fight him. I don't care if it is Otto Wallin, Oscar Rivas, Leos Lewis in his prime. Like I said, he would beat me by knockout. But I would love to fight him. You know, I want to fight those guys, those kind of guys. Molina is on his way down, you know, and I don't really rate him as much as he was rated 5 years ago, maybe. I don't know. The boxing politics is fucking ridiculous. Nobody understands what's happening, but I really want the toughest of fights. You know, I'm in my best years of boxing. I have maybe 2 or 3 years in top condition. I can beat anybody in the world. I just need a chance to prove you how good I am, you know. You just keep giving me these guys, I keep knocking them out. No, I need a bigger chance, I need a bigger guy, a bigger name.
Just moving forward, Alen, also to get your thoughts on Dillian, as we did a Zoom interview last week speaking about him having to pull out of his fight. It seems like he's most likely now he will be mandated to face Tyson Fury. How do you rate Dillian's chances against Tyson, the man who many consider to be not just the best in the division, but certainly one of the best in the world?
Yeah, well, I think it's not a good fight for Fury. I think it's a very good fight for Dillian. The styles match perfectly, you know. So I think Dillian can disrupt everything Fury does. You know, I really think that, and I think he deserves the shot. I think never in history was a man who waited for 600 or something days for his shot, and just give the man a shot. You know, he deserves it. He deserves it because all of us, what he did out of us, you know, just regular Joes, average Joes, he made us in stars. You know, me, Fabio Worley, Yusuf Kusmari, we were all fighting at O2 Arena. So he deserves it. He really does. You know, and he should get that fight.
You said you don't feel it's a good fight for Tyson, so why is that, Alen? Can you just explain a little bit more for everyone who will watch?
Yeah, because Whyte is not gonna. He is moving backwards, but he's working constantly. He's very aggressive, and I don't think he likes Tyson Fury. I think he doesn't like him. So it's a very, very dangerous fight. I sparred Dillian hundreds of rounds, but with those small gloves, it's a very dangerous guy. Very dangerous. He can knock Fury out with any punch. You know, and he will not be shy of trying to do that. You know, he will keep on. And I think we will see a great fight between two Englishmen. You know, top of the world.
And just a final one from me. We've seen Anthony Joshua talk about potential new trainers or trainers joining his team and what have you. Given what we saw in the Alexander Usyk fight, do you feel like AJ needs to freshen up his training team?
I don't know. The best thing is to stay with your old trainer. I had only one trainer in my life. I had a few of them before, but only with this trainer I've been 6 years, and we did all the work. So I think he should stay with his original team. You know. But Anthony Joshua is a very smart guy. So if he thinks he needs a new trainer, then that's the truth. You know the saying, when someone say he does or he doesn't, he's right in the both ways. If he said it, it's done. You know, so I don't think anybody should be asking him why is he do that. Why? No, just do what you want. You know, I would stick with my own trainer if I was asked.
And then I just want two final things from you before I let you go. Firstly, a message to Eric Molina ahead of Saturday night.
Oh, Eric, I have a surprise for you at my entrance. Message to Eric, you're gonna be knocked the fuck out. Yeah, simple.
Simple and sweet, Alen. And a final one, a message to the Savage Army ahead of your ring return on Saturday.
Savage Army, I wish to hear you. I must hear you. You know, you gotta be with me. You know, I do all this for you. I said I'm gonna break my body for all of you. You know, so please come in, join me, my Savage Army. I need you more than ever. Let's go.
Alen Babic, as always, it's a pleasure to talk to you, and it's great to talk to you in person instead of over Zoom. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at press conference. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you, brother. Boom, boom, boom.